Hello, I'm IBX and today I'm going to be using some class setup tips for the SC2010 or the SC2010, whatever you want to call it. And basically it's one of the, I believe, South American weapons in the campaign. I see it a lot. Anyway, yeah, this weapon's an interesting one because it has a funny recoil to it, and it also has high power. It's one of the higher power assault rifles, but it feels funny, and we'll get to that later. Anyway, first of all, the gameplay is Stonehaven gameplay. I just picked this one because it was Stonehaven, and no one ever uploads Stonehaven because it's a messy map, and I figured I'd give you a quick, lesson on how to play it, because it is hard to play, and this is a horrible, horrible start. At one point, I think I'm 3-5, and I pull it back to a 27-6, so it's a pretty good, streak in there somewhere, one would assume. But yeah, so I like that side of it. So basically, if you want to play this map, starting from the side I spawned at, and the one I'm currently at, only play the right side of the map. Pretend the rest doesn't exist, because that side has some good engagements to it. The left side is just a cluster fuck off, I don't enjoy this at all, so that's generally how I play this map. It means it's an alright map, but there's not going to be any crazy scores in it, because it's just not fun. It's just alright, it's playable, it's not crazy annoying, but it's still bad, and that's that. So yeah, let's get right into the weapons. So the weapon, the SC2010s I just mentioned, is a interesting enough weapon because it has the strange iron sights, and it has the strange fire rate, it has the strange sound, it has the strange recoil, but overall it does just turn out to be a pretty average kind of assault rifle, maybe a little powerful on the damage. So first of all, how would I recommend you, put your attachments on this? There's really two proper ways to play it, I think. You can either play it as like a close range build, or you can play it as a full-on long range, snipe people, kill people, powerful build. Because the iron sights, they're not built for long range, so if you want to go long range, you want to put a sight on there, and you don't want to cancel that out, maybe a silencer. I don't know what I have in this game, but it's not that. It was just whatever I had. I think it's probably red dot muzzle brake. Anyway, let's get right into what you do want. So if you're going long range, you're going to want to put a red dot muzzle brake on there. Potentially red dot extend mags, red dots, whatever you want. There's not really too many options, but you need the red dot for long range because the recoil does not work with these iron sights for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I just couldn't kill people at long range properly, consistently with these. Maybe you can, but I'm very, very doubtful that's a thing. Maybe red dot grip, maybe red dot whatever, but that's how I recommend playing this. And if you want to go close range, then just put a silencer extended mag, or something like that. It's not really crazy important, the attachments as far as close range, long range, it's just you need to put a red dot on long range. So as far as equipment and tacticals go, I would use my standard advice of go just C4, but I think because this is a more for long range build, go with a frag grenade, maybe go with a concussion if you want to defend yourself at close range, or a portable radar if you want to sit back and camp. It really does depend on how you play the assault rifles, especially the high damage ones. As far as secondary goes, I have P226 Kimbo. They're the best Akimbos. Kind of, I really have been enjoying the Akimbo Magnums lately, but these are the best reliable secondaries, and they pair well with steady aim, so that's, something worth considering. I definitely recommend these or the Magnums if you want a Akimbo secondary to rely on at close range, because there is some close range engagements on all maps, and being ready for those is better than just trying to walk into them blindly, so that's how I recommend dealing with that. Obviously, if you're playing this as a close range build, you don't really need a secondary that badly, so maybe, swap it out in favour of a extra perk. So perks, let's go into the big, confusing, strange ones. So if you want to play this close range, I recommend putting on Stalker, because you can really just kind of glide around corners with it. I don't know how to describe it, but it's a really strange feeling, and it works pretty well. So kind of gliding around corners, if that even makes sense, then that's what I recommend you do. If that does make any sense to you, and that does confuse you, then I'd say just put quick draw, steady aim, and on the go out, so you can basically use it like a submachine gun. It doesn't work quite as well in that fashion. I really would recommend stalking around corners with this, because it is a assault rifle, and it is, not the fastest killing. It mainly does just, it works really well medium long range. Close range it doesn't work crazy well at. So just bear that in mind when you're picking your perks there. If you want to go full on long range, then what I would recommend is you put on not Stalker, I'd recommend you put on maybe Quick Draw, which might sound funny because it is long range, but even at long range you want to get into your gunfights quickly. Quick Draw helps you do that. Steady aim is not as necessary at long range, so you can go with off the radar, or you can go with ping, or incog, or you can go with what's the one? Wiretap, the one that allows you to steal UAVs. Either of those will work pretty well. They'll allow you to kill people, they'll allow you to have a fun time and just be strange like that, and have a interesting enough time. There's not really too much requirements for long range. I just really would recommend that you get your build pretty, sorted. I think Incog, just to quickly make the case, if you're at long range with Incog, it is really difficult to find you, because lots of people thermal snipe, they're not going to be able to find you. Lots of people just can't see people without crosshairs in general. So just bear that in mind. You can really confuse some people, mess them up if you put Incog on. So it might be one worth using. Other perks that are pretty notable is you could turn this into a stealth build by putting a silencer on there, using takedown, wiretap, and dead silence. There's also a couple other crazy zany builds, but that's whatever that is. Anyway, this last part of the game create, I have been using a honey badger because I believe I ran out of ammo on my primary, or maybe I just forgot. I'm not sure. But yeah, the game goes to a grinding halt, and it's like, that was a strange game. It wasn't particularly crazy interesting, but I'm just trying to show you how strange and that Stonehaven is. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like if you liked it, check out the other two videos, and goodbye.